Welcome back to the Barrel Zone Thursday morning edition. Full MLB slate break. Always do every weekday. We will talk some NBA as well. As usual, we only have 3 games on the NBA slate for today. Overall, it's not the greatest card for betting in the MLB or the NBA, but I think there are some interesting games. As you can see on the board, I'm tracking 3 MLB games where I might be putting in a bet later today. So we will get right into it. One little note, there won't be a stream or podcast tomorrow. So Friday is off. I'm on daddy duty. But we will be back on Monday and grinding on. All right, so MLB, we have 2 double headers. I'm never betting double headers, and you shouldn't either. It's a bit problematic, high variance stuff. So the Rockies at Mets game is a double header, and Blue Jays at the Yankees also play a doubleheader today, so we will skip through those matchups, but we are breaking down all the other games. So first game on the board, Philadelphia at Miami, Howard at Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez laying minus 140 on the road. I think that's quite telling. I mean, Bryce went down for Philly. And the offense just isn't there for them this season so far. There isn't really a big difference between the Marlins and the Philly offense so far. And the Marlins starting pitching is really strong, and their bullpen has been okay. So yeah, I think this line is quite telling. I make this Miami minus 133. So the Marlins are a tiny bit overpriced, but I mean, I completely agree that the money is coming in on them. They just got the bet up to 143 right now. So Howard, who is going for Philly, he went just 3 innings in his last start. He has 7 innings so far this season. He's missing some bats, 15% swinging strike rate, but has 0 control, almost a 17% walk rate, and he's a really fly ball guy. 70% plus fly ball usage, and his fastball isn't anything special. So maybe the Marlins can hit him. There are some questionables in the Marlins lineup, though. So if you want to get involved with this game, make sure to check the lineups. I'm skipping it when I agree with the line. Pablo is a great arm. I'm not going to go into breaking down him, but I mean, he is really a top 30 arm, high ground ball rate, no hard contact, missing bats, solid against both sides. I think he will be fine here. So I agree with the line, leaning Miami. Next game, Cubs at Pittsburgh, Hendricks at Anderson. This is an interesting one. I'm looking to back the Cubs here. I agree with the line. I make this minus 133, but I'm hoping for some Pirates action. Hendricks hasn't been great to start the season for the Cubs, but he has been all right in the last couple of games. Coming off a 6-inning outing against the Cardinals, he only gave up 1 earned run. He's normalizing after a bit of a rough start to the season. He lives and dies by limiting hard contact, 28% hard hit rate. He doesn't walk anyone, sub 5% walk rate. He's still getting hit a lot, and he got super unlucky so far this season. 22% home run to fly ball ratio, 333 batting average on balls in play. Will positively regress, in my opinion, overall. Cubs do have the better offense and the better bullpen. Tyler Anderson isn't bad. He's one of the better Pirates pitchers, but I'm not in love with him. He's missing bats, 12.7% swinging strike rate, but righties are getting to him, 333 WOBA, 4.2 FIP, and he has a 350 WOBA at home. Slight breeze blowing out, nothing crazy, but Anderson is a bit of a fly baller, so that's why I kind of noted that. Cubs with 111 WRC plus against lefties. It's their better split. Rizzo should be back after scheduled rest day, so I think the lineup should be almost fully healthy right now. This went down to minus 130, and now it's minus 136 again. I don't think we will find value with the Cubs, but minus 125 would be my entry point with Hendricks and Chicago here. They are the only side I'm looking at. I wouldn't touch Pittsburgh here. San Diego at Milwaukee, Weathers at Hauser. Weathers isn't really good. He had a couple of nice outings early, if I remember correctly. I even saw some guys saying that like he might be something. He has a 4.5 Sierra to go with his 1.5 ERA, so 3 runs higher. The underlying metrics aren't really nice. He has an 81% contact rate and he gives up 41% hard contact. Not missing any bat, just an 8% swinging strike rate, and he got extremely lucky. 190 batting average on balls in play, 9% home run to fly ball ratio, and the 97% left on base rate, and he's averaging just 3 innings so far. So he's not an arm you want to pay any extra with. I'm all about the Padres. I will be backing them whenever I can, but I don't think them being like big road favorites is justified, and I agree with the line. I think anything around minus 120 to 25 is fine. Hauser, not a great arm either. 7% swinging strike rate, 11% walk rate. Lefties are hurting him. He's averaging less than 5 innings, has an 84% contact rate. So yeah, I completely agree why and see why the Padres are road favorites here. But this is really just a high range of outcomes. I think if anything, I would probably look at the over here, as I don't like either pitcher and neither are really missing any bats. I might look into that total play after we wrap this up, as I think this should be 8.5, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get there with these two arms. Next game, Bieber at Boyd, Cleveland at Detroit. Boyd is really an arm that I'm not going to get tricked into backing him. This is a guy that had consistent home run issues through basically his entire career, and he has a 3% home run to fly ball ratio this season. That will regress, I think, and regress fast. Cleveland is really a team that has no offense right now, with their second best bat just hitting the IL a few days ago. But it could happen. Boyd's ERA is 1.5 runs lower than his Sierra. Uh, but I mean, I won't be laying minus 175 with this Cleveland team. They couldn't. They just cannot score runs. It's really, really depressing. They sit with an 85 WRC plus against lefties. Uh, they just simply don't have the talent. Yes, they do have the better bullpen. Yes, Bieber is amazing, although some I've seen this pointed out by many guys. Nick Pollack on the pitcher list noted that he's throwing in the zone twice as much this season than he did last year, and that might be one of the reasons that his the batting average on balls in play against him is up to 380, and that's likely going to regress. Remember, this is an elite arm, and he's running with a 65% contact rate and amazing underlying metrics. But he hasn't been as perfect as he was like last year. So yeah, we are not getting peak Bieber. We are not getting peak Cleveland offense here, and I'm not laying minus 175 on the road with that. I think this should be closer to minus 160, but I think everyone wants to fade Boyd, and I completely understand why. Casey at Tampa Bay, Singer at McClanahan. McClanahan laying minus 160 is another number I'm a bit uncomfortable with. He has been all right, but nothing great. Singer, on the other end, is not a bad arm. He is running with a 4 Sierra, 51% ground ball rate, 21% hard hit rate. He has a 30% fly ball rate, but a 15% infield pop-up rate, which is really nice. Low line drive rate, 60% ground ball rate against righties. And this Tampa Bay team isn't really one that's scaring me. You can see the 7.5 total is juiced to the under. So bookies are expecting a low-scoring game, and I completely agree with that. I think there is some value on the dog here. I'm way closer to minus 140 with my line here. Maybe a game that's worth looking into it a bit more. But I'm not really a huge fan of Casey, but I think they shouldn't be this big of a dog. I think Singer isn't really terrible, and McClanahan is still a bit unproven to me. Toronto at the New York. This is the doubleheader. We are skipping this one. Okay, Cincinnati at The Nationals are great at Strasbourg. Strasbourg just came back from the IL. He had one outing, 5 innings. He allowed 4 walks, only 4 Ks, 72 pitches, which were lower. The pitch count was lower than in his tune-up outing, which is a bit weird. So we cannot expect more than five innings here. I think, yeah, we will see. I think again 5 innings, maybe 6 in the next outing. His velocity was down 2 miles per hour on his fastball. Secondaries weren't really getting the swings and misses we are used to. So yeah, he's not looking all that good so far. Sonny Gray, on the other end, coming off a 6 inning outing against Milwaukee, 3 earned runs, 4 walks again. He had 8 Ks, but those walks, I mean, those have been an issue through the entire season, and righties are really getting to Gray. He's allowing a 370 WOBA and a 5.5 FIP against right-handed bats this season. He has a 360 WOBA on the road as well. Average is just 5 innings. With the bad bullpen behind him, I just cannot trust him. And I'm not trusting Strasbourg either. My line is minus 127. That's exactly the pinnacle line. So I'm just taking my small victory lap here and going on to the next game. Baltimore White Sox, Zimmerman at C's. He's laying minus 230. It's insane. This was a guy I've been saying in the offseason that's a borderline MLB level pitcher. And while his last outing hasn't been all that amazing at the Yankees, 5 earned runs in just 4 innings with 6 Ks, but he has been pitching pretty good this season. 4.1 Sierra, 29% K rate, 14.5% swinging strike rate. He's not giving up hard contact, high infield pop-up rate, low contact rate. Everything looks really good besides the 12% walk rate, which is obviously ugly and can set him up for some trouble. But overall, Cease is pitching well, and Baltimore is really a bad offense. Zimmerman coming off a 3 inning outing at the Nationals. He gave up 5 earned runs on 7 hits and a walk. He in 38 innings, he's averaging less than 5 innings per game started. He has a 17% K rate, 1.5 WHIP. Nothing really looking right for me. 370 WOBA against both sides or worse, 5.8 FIP or worse. I'm just not seeing any underlying metric that would tell me that he will be fine here. And the White Sox are still like a pretty strong offense, especially against lefties. They are the best offense in the league right now, based on most underlying metrics, xFOBA, WRC plus as a team against left-handed pitchers. So yeah, Zimmerman likely getting hit here, and Cease should be all right. I really think that what steps he made forward are looking legit to me. Cardinals at Arizona. This is Carlos Martinez and Matt Peacock. Martinez coming off pretty mediocre last outing, just 2 Ks in 6 innings at the Cubs. His Sierra is more than a run higher than his ERA. He only has a 7.7% swinging strike rate, running with an 84% contact rate this season. He has been getting super lucky, 220 batting average on balls in play, 6% home run to fly ball ratio. It's just ugly. The bullpen, the Cardinals bullpen isn't good either. Peacock averaging 2.2 innings per game. Bullpen guy, I think this will be his first start. So this will be a bullpen game for Arizona. Peacock has a 6.5% swinging strike rate, 85% contact rate. Yeah, he's not missing bats, and that's always bad. I'm never backing guys like that. I'm not really a huge fan of Arizona. I don't want an Arizona bullpen game, but Carlos Martinez is really a ticking time bomb in my opinion. Next game is an interesting one. Ohtani during the start against Oakland, Chris Bassett. I was saying that I'm expecting Ohtani to either get injured in the before his last start. I said that I'm expecting him to get injured or something just go super wrong. And he only pitched 4 innings. I expected a bit more than that, but not by much. and his fastball velocity was 5 miles per hour lower than before. 5 miles per hour. That's insane. Something isn't alright with him. I still don't like that he's pitching. I still don't like that he's pitching on regular rest. So he's not getting extra rest. Meanwhile, he's in the lineup hitting almost every day, or probably every day since his last start. So yeah, I'm looking at Oakland here. I want a bit better line like this than this. This was opened up as minus 133, now minus 143. If we could just go back a little bit uh, to the direction of the opener, even at like minus 135, I would be making this bet on Oakland. Chris Bassett, coming off a 7 inning outing with 8 Ks against the same Angels. Angels now obviously don't have Trout. Rendon still not hitting. Bottom of the lineup is really one of the worst in the entire league. I'm fading Otani, but I think the price is now. I mean, the cat is out of the bag. People know that he isn't all right and he isn't healthy, and I think the price on Oakland is reflecting that, and it's completely fair. So yeah, no value now, but maybe we will see someone with big money coming in on the Angels, seeing that Otani is pitching, who is the hype guy for them, but I will be fading that. I think the Angels lose this one again. We might not see Otani pitching after this for a while if he's again coming out with that 90-mile 1 per hour fastball and not much else. All right, next game doesn't have a line. I thought this this is San Francisco at the LA Dodgers. Alex Wood making his second straight start against the Dodgers. I thought this will be Walker Buehler, but he's already confirmed for tomorrow. So this is likely a bullpen game for LA. We don't have anyone announced yet. I'm not going to make like assumptions. Alex Wood pitched 6 innings with against the Dodgers the last time out. He gave up 8 hits, 2 walks, only gave up 2 earned runs. Got a bit lucky overall. Rematch against the Dodgers, I will favor the offense here. Wood is also a regression candidate. His ERA is almost 1.5 runs lower than his Sierra. Nice swing and miss stuff, forcing ground balls, low hard contact. He's pretty solid overall, but I think pitching back-to-back games against LA while getting lucky the last time out is a bit iffy, and I will be looking to bag the Dodgers here. I think if this is really a bullpen game, we will see something like LA minus 120 to 125. That would be my best guess. We will see who is available. Once we get a line, I will look deeper into this one. Obviously, if you are in the Discord, you will see if I release this as a pick or not. But I'm looking to fade the Giants throughout this entire set. I think they will play 4 games in LA this weekend. Texas at Seattle, Colby Allard, Chris Flexen. We are skipping this game. Both of these teams are pretty bad, and both of these arms are pretty bad. Flexen got killed in his last start. He has a 5+ ERA, 7% swinging strike rate, 85% contact rate. Not good. Allard is a bullpen arm, averaging 2 innings. I think this will be his first start. His underlying metrics look okay, but he won't go deep into games. I'm leaning Allard and the Rangers, to be honest. Flexen is really bad, and Seattle is not an MLB team I want to back. They are really due for regression on all fronts, and I think Texas being a road favorite in a basically bullpen game, I think is really telling. All right, summing it up, Cubs. I want 120 minus 125 or better with Kyle Hendricks. I'm not sure we will get there, but this is a game I'm tracking. Oakland at minus 135 or better. I think this is a line that might get there. I'm really hopeful to back Chris Bassett and fade Otani here. LA Dodgers bullpen game. If this is like minus 110-ish or like a close to a pick 'em, I will be instantly jumping on the Dodgers. I don't like Alex Wood pitching back-to-back games against the Dodgers, and the Giants team, especially the bullpen, is really due for some regression, and Wood as well. And I just want to back the Dodgers. I think they will break out pretty soon, and I want to be on the train when that comes. All right. So yeah, that's about it for the MLB. Nothing else really. There are some games I need some to look into more, but I don't think I will make any further bets. So let's talk some NBA. I haven't made any wagers. I don't think I will, but it's really an interesting slate overall. So Milwaukee, 2-0 going into Miami. They're 2 point road favorites. I make this Milwaukee -3, so I show a small edge on the Bucks. Sitting this one out, this is a must win for Miami. Cornered animal thing. We will see if they wake up at home with a great coach. I think this lineup overall is pretty talented still, and I wouldn't just write them off. But I think what Milwaukee is doing is really working. The threes were really hitting from Dragic and Robinson in game one, but Milwaukee was doing a great job in game two. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Bam Adebayo. He's not taking the shots he should take from the mid range. He's looking to pass when he should shoot it. He's not getting to the paint as much as I would like, and as much as the underlying numbers would like. I mean, Miami is really one of the top offenses in the paint when they are attacking it. Dedmon was great in game two, and I would like to see more usage, more Dedmon usage. I think Miami really needs size in this matchup. I think that's one of the things I haven't really heard about when I was listening to others breaking this matchup down. I think the size and what Lopez is doing is really working for the Bucks. So yeah, I would like to see some more Denman. I would like to see a more aggressive Bam. But I think Spoelstra could maybe figure it out. If the Bucks win this game, I will be backing them in game four. I'm like 90% sure if they win this one, this will be a sleep. Miami will mail it in then, and we will get the sweep from the Bucks. But I'm giving like one more shot for the Heat. I'm not overlooking them. We will see how this goes. Next game, Phoenix at LA, 7.5 point spread. I think this is a bit of a crazy line. I know that Chris Paul isn't alright. He's probable for the game on the injury report. He will play. We've seen him play in the first two games. He wasn't all right. He's not looking all right. Obviously, if he's not 100% healthy, I don't expect Phoenix to win this series. But I mean, I think they will still keep it close. We've seen them play super competitive game. They have some depth on this roster. The Lakers don't have any answer to Booker, in my opinion, so he will just keep scoring. Obviously, it's not sure that he will win the series or the game for them, but I mean, you're getting 7.5 points. I think I would make this like 5. I think that's a way more realistic line. This is giving way too much credit to LA, and I wasn't really blown away by them so far at any point in the season. I tell you that. So yeah, we might see a bit more of Cameron Payne and the Suns backups, but I think overall this is a really good team and solid defense, likely managing to keep the game at least close. So if I had to take a bet today, I would go with the Suns. I haven't bet it yet. I think I won't be able to back them with Chris Paul being so banged up, but my line would be 7.5 ish with Chris Paul out. So yeah, you have to decide that an injured Chris Paul is better than no Chris Paul at all. But yeah, this line is really just telling me that Chris Paul is not useful according to the market, and that could be the case. I'm just rambling here. Denver at Portland, final game of the day. I make this Portland -3, so I'm showing a small edge on the Nuggets here. You are getting plus money with the 3.5, or you can grab 4s. I will be staying off this game. I could make a case for both sides. First game really looked good for Portland. Second game really looked good for Denver. I think the adjustments they made in the second half of the first game were really good. Putting size on Lillard, overall, like, really good adjustments. I'm slightly still leaning Portland for the series. They are now going home. Already won a game. I think they are in a pretty good position, and I think after the second game, the general vibe was really everyone was saying that, like, yeah, Denver figured this one out and they will just roll with it. But I'm not sure that's the case. Portland really has just more overall firepower here, and that Denver bench and the guard rotation is still terrible. So, yeah, personally leaning towards Portland, but as I told you, I basically switched my pick in my bracket like 10 times before publishing it. I don't even remember who I picked in the end, but it's really a close series. And I think this game will be close again. Not, I mean, even if you give like full home court advantage, I think four is a bit too much. So, like, small edge on the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion. So, yeah, summing it up, not touching the Milwaukee game, but I show a small edge of Milwaukee. I think they will take care of business, but I don't want to overlook the Heat first game at home. But if Milwaukee wins this one, I will be backing them in game four. Phoenix LA Lakers, I think this line is giving LA a bit too much credit, even if Chris Paul is not at 100%. I think 7.5 is just too many points. Although 7.5 is the line on Pinnacle, so they are clearly leaning towards LA here. And in the Denver Portland game, I make the spread 3, so I show a small edge on the Nuggets, but it's really not enough to take action. And at this point, personally, I'm leaning towards the Blazers figuring it out at home and eventually winning the series. All right. Thanks for tuning in. That's today's show. Not too many picks, but as I said, it's not the greatest card ever. Again, no stream tomorrow. I will be spending time with the kids. I'm back on Monday at the usual time. Good luck with your wagers. If you want to tell mine, you can go to patreon.com/the Barrel Zone and join the Discord channel. And yeah, that's about it. Peace out and have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys on Monday.